Now we are going to draw ray diagrams for the convex mirror. As we draw for the concave mirror, so there were 6 cases there, but here we'll be having only 2 cases. One is that when object is anywhere on principal axis. Object is anywhere on principal axis, and the second is when his object is at infinity. So we have only 2 cases for convex mirror. So how we are going to draw? So this is our convex mirror, this is principal axis, pole, focus, twice this is C. So my object can be anywhere on principal axis. To make you confused, your teacher might give you a question that object is between F and C in case of convex mirror or at C. So they are just confusing you, because ray diagram is same for all those things. Whenever, like wherever it is on principal axis, you are going to draw ray diagram, except when it is at infinity. So how? Again we need to take those rules. I think you remember the rules was a ray coming parallel to principal axis diverge but appears to pass through F. The second rule was a ray which is appearing to coming from C, just rebound that back. And the third is striking at certain angle, get reflected by same angle. These were the rules. So here again I am going to take 2 rules. So I am taking these 2 rules: a ray coming parallel after reflection, diverge but appear to pass through F. Right. The second one I am taking a ray appear to be coming from C, rebounds. See, all fake ones we do dotted, because it doesn't have an actual C, so we just I am just putting a dot that it is appearing to be coming from C. So where they are meeting? They are meeting here. So this is the image. So what kind of image is this? It is real image. Sorry, it is virtual image. It is erect image, because all virtual images are erect. It is within focus. Within focus means it lies between P and F. It lies between P and F. Right. And moreover, it is smaller in size, so it is diminished. So these are the characteristics of the image formed always by the convex mirror wherever the object is placed anywhere on the principal axis. So it is there. Next is infinity. So infinity one is the same which we were drawing for the nature. A ray coming parallel from infinity, just diverge but they appear to meet at F. So this is the image, virtual, erect, point like, because very small, and it is at F. So that means wherever if we talk about the convex mirror, it is always going to form the virtual and erect image. And so whenever you get a question like this, that a mirror which always formed virtual image, so you should be quick with an answer that it is none, means it we are talking about the convex mirror, because convex mirror is that which always form image which is virtual and erect, right. So these are the 2 cases. So now as we are done with the images of the concave mirror and convex mirror, you know that what are the rules, how to draw different cases for them, what kind of ray diagrams or what kind of nature of the images they form. So now it's time that we should talk about that where they are actually we use them. Plane mirror uses we already did in the previous unit. So if we talk about concave mirror now, we will see that where it is being used. See, it is used in torches. It is used in torches. Now why it is used in torches? Because we know that it is a converging mirror. So what happened when it just emit a powerful parallel rays, like whenever we see that when it is kept at focus, the powerful beam is liberated, beam of light is liberated, which converge at one point. Converge at one point, so therefore it just make the object visible. So that means it is capable of emitting powerful parallel rays which can make the distant object clear. So it is again used in torches. Second is that it is used as shaving mirror. It is used as shaving mirror. Now why it is used for shaving purpose? See, whenever somebody is shaving, so he need to look for the hairs on his face very clearly. So what happened, whenever he kept his face within focus, whenever he kept a face within focus means I am talking about this case. Within focus means between P and F. So we know that I told you that the ray diagram is formed like this, and where the image formed behind, it is virtual, erect and magnified. So what happened whenever we use it as a shaving mirror? So what happened whenever the face is placed between pole and focus, it produces virtual, erect and magnified image, and the person is able to see small hairs also and can shave his face properly. So that is why it is used as shaving mirror. Moreover, it is used by dentist also for locating the cavity. It is used by the dentist for locating the cavity. The same thing, when the tooth is kept within focus, it produces powerful this thing, virtual, erect, magnified image, and doctor can analyze and can look for the cavity clearly, and he can do whatever he wants to, means whatever he needs to do to mend it up, he can do easily. So again, it is used by the dentist. So in both the cases, it is being used because it form when the object is kept between this thing, pole and focus, it produces virtual, erect and magnified image. And why it is used in torches? Because it emits powerful beam of parallel rays which converge at a certain point. So we say that when object is kept, it is converging mirror, and whenever object is kept at F, it produces powerful beam of parallel rays which converge at infinity. So it make the distance visible. And moreover, where it is used in the solar cooker also. We have the spherical type solar cooker also. In that we are using the concave mirrors in solar cooker, as they are this thing converging mirror. So when the sun rays fall on it, they just reflect it, and after reflection they converge at focus, and when they converge at focus, we can place their tawa or something else, whatever we need, whatever pan or something what we are using in order to make cook food. So there the temperature is quite high, and we can easily make use of that temperature, and we can keep the tawa or frying pan at focus, and we can cook the food. So it is used in spherical type of solar cooker. As we have two types of solar cooker, one is box and the other is spherical. The spherical type solar cooker make use of concave mirror because it is a converging mirror. Converge rays at focus, we can keep the pan and we can cook the food because temperature there is an appropriate one. So these are the uses where the concave mirror is being used. Now if we talk of convex mirror, that where convex mirror is used, so one of the important uses that it is used as rear view mirror in vehicles. It is used as rear view mirror in vehicles. Now why it is being used as rear view mirror? It is used because we know that it always forms this kind of image. These things enable us to be enable it to be used as rear view mirror because it always forms virtual erect image, and the image is within focus, it is diminished, and one more thing, it gives a wide view. It gives a wide view, means it can cover the whole space behind. So that is why it is used as a rear view mirror. Second is that it is also called as anti-theft mirror. It is also called as anti-theft mirror because in many of the departmental stores or the shops, it is being used as used for the vigilance purpose. So it can be used as anti-theft mirror also. So these are the important uses which we do for concave and convex mirror, and you already did for plane mirror also. And you may get a question, means it is not of your standard, but still it's very important. Suppose I ask you that you have three mirrors, one is plane, one is concave and one is convex, and I want that you should not touch it, but still you can identify without touching that what kind of mirror it is. Again I am repeating a question. I have given you three mirrors, one is plane, other is concave and the other is convex. I want you to, that without touching it, I want that you should tell me that what kind of mirror it is, because when you will touch it, you will come to know if the surface is plane, you will say that it is concave. If it is it having a depression, so you will say it is concave. If it is having a bulge, you will say that it is convex. But I want that you should not touch it before, without touching you tell me that what kind of mirror. So the answer is simple. You will say that whenever we will stand within focus in case of plane mirror, how we will see ourself, our image will be virtual, erect and same size. But if when we will stand in front of concave mirror within focus, because I am considering in all the three cases, I am considering between P and F, that means within focus. And in concave mirror, when you will see yourself within focus, so how you look like? You look like virtual, erect and bigger. That means if your height is this much, you look this much. And convex mirror, if you will see yourself in convex mirror and you are standing within focus, you will look like virtual, erect and diminished. Suppose your height is this, so you look this. So that means if you are looking like the same size, that means it is a plane mirror. If you look for yourself in concave mirror, you will look magnified, means bigger, and if you look for yourself in convex mirror, you are looking shorter, that is the diminished one. So this is how you can distinguish between plane mirror, concave and convex mirror without touching it. And moreover, one more thing, if somebody asks you about the focal length of the plane mirror, because here the focal length, you know that it is a distance between P and F, and focal length for the plane mirror is infinity. Focal length for the plane mirror is infinity, because it can make the images as far, means it can, suppose if there is no obstacle between, and means we can look for in it until we get an obstacle. Suppose I have a mirror here, I have a wall there, right? So I can look in this mirror, like there will be an image for the wall, but if there is no wall, I can also look for the things which are behind the wall. So that means the image which is formed in the plane mirror has no limit, its limit is infinity until you have any obstruction. So it will be, the image will be formed only till there. Otherwise, if you don't have obstruction, the image can be formed as far as there is no obstacle between it. So this is what about concave, convex and